Welcome.
Hi.
Is this ever gonna stop?
No, never.
Are you Batman?
I am Batman.
My roommate's
I'm
dog.
here for a nice cup of justice.
Oh, that was funny. My roommate's dog's name is Batman.
Why?
I don't know. He's a little French bulldog named Batman.
Interesting.
Welcome to the Pod Cafe. Please, sit
Thanks.
anywhere.
I need something relaxing after fighting the Joker all night.
Okay.
Yeah,
Would you like some coffee with CBD oil in it?
I do like the CBD oil. It's good for inflammation after a good fight.
Is it?
Yeah, and anxiety, which I have a lot of because I'm Batman.
Oh, God. Okay, that was lovely.
Okay.
What kind of coffee are you drinking today, Nick?
Well, last time, and by last time, I mean next time, because we recorded the episode coming out after this one, before this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking the pour over pouch,
Yep.
the PP.
Okay.
The pour over pouch. So this time I am drinking the pour over mug
Oh, the cone?
device. Yeah.
It's a cone.
The cone. And I specifically went out and bought different filters for it.
Oh,
you said
the
I had
triangle
to.
shaped ones?
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly which ones to buy, but at Target they only had two options. They had the little ruffle circle ones,
Uh-huh.
and they have ones that I don't know, look like a cone. They're flat and
Yeah.
yeah. So I got those ones,
Nice.
the little cone ones. And I'm actually really enjoying this one today because I finally nailed the perfect, I think, water amount.
Oh.
I think because sometimes I will pour too much water in there, and I think it gets a little watery. And I like my coffee really bitter, and I got the perfect amount of bitter this time. So I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah. Don't you just appreciate the pour over more? Because you got to pour some water in, let it go down, pour some
Let
more.
it go down, pour it in again.
Yeah.
Let
It's
it go down.
it's a nice, wow, I worked for this coffee.
I suppose sometimes I just want to put a shot of coffee in my arm and be
That's
done with it.
interesting.
I actually don't know if that's true because I do like the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not doing anything real special, just the pour over.
I'm doing something even less special.
Okay.
Because, well, I had to wake up early today, so I didn't go anywhere. I didn't put any effort in. I made a K-Cup, but I found this K-Cup that I really like. It's that donut shop brand,
I'm not a fan actually, but go on.
but it's the dark roast cup,
Yeah,
and I like it.
it's usually better, dark roast.
Yeah. So
Do you have a least favorite K-Cup brand?
Yeah, the Green Mountain one.
That's mine too.
It
That's
sucks.
my least favorite. It's probably the worst.
It tastes like they put a drop of coffee in a lot of water and fake flavoring.
Yeah, I'm sure. I just don't like it at all.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
No.
Yeah, so this is my second cup of coffee for the day because I woke up, like I told you, and I was like, I'm going to wake up at this time. We'll start recording between this time and this time. Woke up and I had a cup of coffee and then it was gone. And I was like, oh, but we haven't started recording yet. So I made another one.
When you wake up, is coffee the very first thing you drink?
No.
What is?
Actually, on weekends, yes. during the week, I don't even drink coffee until like 4 hours after I've been awake. But usually in the morning, I have some water.
Actually, waiting is better for your cortisol levels and circadian rhythm.
Oh, good to know.
I do that too. I have to have an entire bottle of water before I drink coffee, mostly because I wake up so dehydrated all the time. But also, I have to take Synthroid every morning, and caffeine. What's the right word? It interacts with the Synthroid and makes it not work. So I have to wait an hour after I take my Synthroid before I drink any coffee, which kind of sucks. Yeah.
Medical problems.
Yeah, but that's good. Waiting's good. You're supposed to wait until, I don't know. I don't think like super late, like 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock. You're not supposed to drink coffee at like 6 a.m. because your body is just waking up and it's naturally producing its own cortisol to wake you up.
Oh.
And when you drink coffee, it interrupts that. And then that's why you crash later in the day, because your body didn't produce its own cortisol. It got it from the coffee, and then you don't have it anymore after the coffee's done working.
Noted.
Yeah.
I read the other day that coffee naps are like really refreshing things for your body.
I've read about these.
Yeah. So like you drink a cup of coffee, and then like the coffee's not going to kick in and like energize you with caffeine until like 20 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
So you should like drink and then lay down.
And immediately go to sleep.
Yeah, for like 20 minutes, and then your body's just going to wake up and you're going to be like, wow, I feel like a new person.
Yeah. I have read about that before. I've never been able to successfully do it.
I'm not a big napper in general, so.
I am not either. Mostly because it takes me a while to get to sleep, ever, at night or when I'm napping. So, like, and I know the best nap time is 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because if you start getting into REM sleep and then you wake up during REM sleep, like during an hour nap or something, you actually, it, like, makes you groggier and whatever. So it takes me like 10 minutes to get to sleep.
Yeah.
And then my nap's over. So
takes me like 30 minutes to get to sleep.
That's probably more accurate. It's an issue.
Yeah.
Actually. And I'm struggling with whether or not listening to something is helping me get to sleep or hurting the process.
Well, I love listening to like podcasts or music when I fall asleep. I feel like it distracts my mind enough. Like my mind stops running and I just listen.
Yeah, I've been just doing like sleep music recently. Because I have found that sometimes when I put on podcasts, I will fall asleep, and then an hour or two later, if it's a long one, it's still going on. I'll wake up to it again, and then I feel like it's waking me up. But the sleep music doesn't do that. Or it stresses me out because I'll set a sleep timer for the podcast for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then if it ends and I'm still awake, I'm like, oh my God, it's been a whole hour. I'm not asleep yet.
I always do that. I set it for like an hour, but I don't think I'm ever still awake. Or if I am, I'm like, oh, it's over. But I'm like so almost asleep at that point that I don't want to move and turn something else on.
Yeah. That's another problem I run into though, is like if it ends and I'm still awake, I feel like I need something playing still to get me to sleep. But I'm like kind of almost asleep and I don't want to get up and restart the process.
Yeah.
So
problems.
You
know what I was thinking about this morning when I woke up?
Huh.
So I didn't wake up that early, but I woke up at like 8, which I don't know if that's early or not, but I was thinking about this and I was like, at what point do you become like that adult world where like people wake up at like 6 every single day, even on the weekends? You know, that, like, parents do. Like, I don't want to wake up at 6 on the weekends. I do that every day during the week. But, like, how do people do that?
Here's my thoughts on that.
All right, tell me.
People don't need to do that. They do it because there's this stigma of you're being lazy if you're not waking up early. And I hate that.
Yeah.
Because people neglect sleep, and sleep is super important for your health, for weight management and cardiac stuff, and insulin regulation, whatever, a ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm. All the things, all the health things.
Mm-hmm. And people, like, if you sleep past a certain time, people just think you're being lazy. And it's like not the case. Like, get over it. My least favorite people in the world are people who wear waking up early as like a badge of honor. Like, I only got 4 hours of sleep. I woke up at 5 a.m. today. Okay, good for you. That's
cool.
Great. That doesn't make you better than anybody else. It makes you less healthy, actually. So, I don't know. I don't believe in... and also, it's not like a time. So, it's not like I don't believe in waking up early when you don't have to. Mm-hmm. But I definitely don't believe in setting an alarm if you don't have to. And just waking up naturally as your body wakes you up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you should... If there's no reason to, if you don't have work or something, you shouldn't force your body to get up at 6 a.m. for what? To go then watch some TV? Or, like... I even read a book. Reading a book's another thing.
You don't like people that read?
No, I don't like people that think reading is more productive than watching TV or playing video games or something. Because it's not. I like reading a lot. I enjoy reading. But what is the difference between reading a book and watching a TV show? As far as productivity and time. Not a thing.
My friend at work, she plays a lot of video games, computer games. But she hates reading. And I'm like, oh, I love reading. She was like, I do a lot of reading. Like, there's a lot of storylines in my video games. She's like, I read all the time.
That's kind of true, depending on the game.
So she's like, I don't need to read books. I read a ton in my video games.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's weird. There's like this hierarchy of time wasting.
Let's see what the hierarchy of time wasting is.
I mean, video games are at the bottom. Nobody thinks video games are a good use of your time.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, I think it's changing a little bit, but no. People have thought video games were a waste of your time forever. And I think reading a book is wrongly near the top of that list. Especially like a fiction book. I could maybe see an argument for like nonfiction, like maybe you're learning something. But
wow, this hierarchy is hilariously not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I figured that would be a hard thing to find.
This is a very hard thing to find. The productivity hierarchy. How about that?
Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't want me to open it. It's not a secure website. This is mostly about reducing food waste. I'd like time. Let's try a different search. Oh, Wikipedia's got something for me.
Okay.
Oh, wow, there are so many math equations. Oh my gosh, I can't. There are so many brackets.
I mean, we can make our own.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to find this. Okay.
I mean, like, the big ones are TV/movies, video games, reading. What else is on there?
What, for, like, just ways you can spend time?
Like leisure time. Yeah, ways you spend your leisure time.
Okay, I can tell you some things like that. Okay. I spelled the word leisure extremely incorrectly.
Okay.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, they have things like exercise, volunteering, reading.
Okay.
Taking classes. spending time with friends and family. Hobbies. Hobbies is so general.
Yeah.
These are some funny articles, like 35 best ways to spend your free time frugally. 20 productive ways to use your free time.
What are the productive ways?
Let me tell you about those. Reading.
No, false. Wrong.
Okay. So not reading.
Why? What's productive about reading? Tell me.
Actually, this says reading file. Which is funny.
File?
Yeah, this is actually a really funny thing. Clip magazine articles or print out good articles or reports for reading later and keep them in a marked folder called reading file. Take this wherever you go, and any chunk of time you have, knock off items in your reading file.
No, that's 2 wastes of time. The preparation to read and then the read.
The next one, these are the productive ways, remember? Okay, so
Sure.
Clear out your inbox.
That is productive. I hate people who have thousands of emails in their inbox.
Phone calls, so, catch up on whoever you got to call.
Sure.
Oh, this is really funny. Make money.
Okay.
Okay. So that's basically like side hustle is what the article's saying.
Yeah.
File. Basically, like,
File.
put things away, clean up your shit.
Okay, they put that on here twice.
No, the other one was to create a reading file. This is just...
That's filing.
Okay. The next one is network.
Okay. Yeah.
The next one is another repeat, so I'm just going to skip that. The next one is goals. Think about your goals, personal and professional. Wow. Okay.
Sure. I mean, that's productive.
Update your finances. Brainstorm, exercise, take a walk, follow up, meditate, research. Oh, get prepped. Be early. What's be early? Show up for the meeting early? That seems like a waste of your time. Then you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
That's dumb. I don't know if I believe those. I also feel like you ever just like do nothing? like sometimes I'll come home from work after like the day and I will just lay on my bed. I won't look at a phone. I won't there won't be a TV on. I just need to lay. I literally do nothing.
I mean, for how long?
Sometimes like up to 20 to 30 minutes.
I will do that when I can't decide what I want to be doing. If I have too many options or no options seem that appealing, then I'll just lay there.
Yeah. Where would you put do nothing in the line of productivity hierarchy?
Pretty low on the list. I mean, it's literally as low as you could go, right? Because you're not doing anything.
Yeah. But it's almost like meditating.
I'm not a huge fan of meditating.
You're not?
No, I'm not a meditator.
I don't meditate either, but I would like to. I feel like people are chill. Their mind is clear.
I guess. I just feel like I don't need it. I feel like training is my meditation.
Okay, this article I'm looking at has a list of like 34 productive things you can do in your free time. And I just can't handle this list at all. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Why?
Number 31 is whistling.
That's productive?
What about that is productive? Number 25 is raise chickens. Where is this list coming from?
That's not free time. That's a job. This is a job.
Absurd. Stargazing.
That's not productive either, unless you're an astronomer.
I just don't understand. Ugh. Yeah. This is hilarious. Okay, well, that was interesting. Well,
Yeah.
moral of
All
the
that
story.
coming from sleep.
Yeah, well, moral of the story. Wake up when you want to wake up. Do what you want to do.
Just sleep normally. Get at least 7 hours every night.
Oh, I pretty much do that.
Yeah,
I got
that's
7 last night.
what the body needs. I always give myself the time for 8 to 8.5, and then I get what I get.
Yeah, I've been looking at my sleep on this sleep app, because now I've been wearing this Fitbit, so it's tracking my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells me like what percentage of my sleep was spent in
REM?
in being awake, in REM, in light sleep, and in deep sleep. So last night,
So,
10% of my time was awake. That's a lot
Okay.
of awake time. But I'm like one of
Yeah.
those people that gets up in the middle of the night and goes to the bathroom, repositions, 25% was spent in REM, 48% was spent in light, and 16% was spent in deep.
so what are those numbers ideally supposed to be?
Unclear. Benchmark.
Okay.
Just kidding. I know exactly. Oh yeah, I'm like right in there.
Oh,
Basically on all those. Those are pretty
Okay.
normal.
oh, good.
Boom.
I think
Look at me.
mine would be pretty bad.
What would you think? Light sleep is good for you. All this sleep is good for you. I think the only one that's not is the awake.
Yes. Sleeping's when your body heals.
Why
when it
would yours
recovers.
be bad?
Yeah. And they say losing 2 hours of sleep a night significantly increases risk of Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff. I'm pretty confident. I was just listening to a Impact Theory episode about sleep. I can't remember exactly what he said. Maybe I'll look it up, but yeah, sleep's hugely important.
I think I'm going to do a little bit more of it today.
I have to go watch Lil Ray Ray for a little bit. The other thing I was going to say about listening to something when I'm trying to sleep is I feel like I need to, because otherwise it helps like drown out my tinnitus.
The heck is a tinnitus?
Oh, look up tinnitus.
Tinnitus. Oh, is that the ringing in your ears?
Constant. It's going on right now.
That's so weird. Remember when I thought I had ringing in my ears?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what it is? Oh, I told you this. I think I already told you this. It's the container ships on the ocean coming into the port.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
like a horn or something that blows like every 5 seconds, and it echoes off the water, and I can hear it.
Wow. That's funny.
So I thought I was going crazy, but really, it's a thing.
Yeah, mine is constant, and it's like different pitches. It's very high pitched. There's like a whirring sound, and it gets worse if you have like a lot of earwax or if you're dehydrated and stuff. But yeah, it's just constant. It was really interesting actually, because I was looking up stuff about it online pretty recently, and I don't know how people get to this point, but it's apparently for a lot of people, tinnitus like drives them into depression and like having suicidal ideation. There's videos of these people who like can't stand it so much that they want to kill themselves, and I don't know if maybe theirs is way worse than mine, but like I never
That's
even
really sad. They just go
Yeah,
so
like,
crazy from it.
yeah, they just
Oh,
can't focus on anything else. And it sucks because there's no cure for it. You just have to learn to live with it. I guess you can decrease it with like hearing aids, apparently.
interesting.
But I
Did
went and
you
got
get
my
this
hearing
from
checked.
like head injuries?
I think probably. I think I don't know for sure. I just remember because sometimes your ears ring and then usually it goes away.
Yeah.
And I just remember one time my ears started ringing and they never stopped.
And it never
And I
went
don't-
away.
It could have been from concerts, could have been from loud music, could have been from, I mean, head trauma's got to be part of it. Yeah, it just never went away. But I went and got my hearing checked out by a ear, nose, and throat doctor, and like they did the, push this button when you hear the tone in each ear, and my hearing was perfect.
Wow.
So it's not like damaged. It's just like, because it's weird. It's not like in the ears. It's like literally in my head. Like I can hear it in my brain. It's so
That's
bizarre.
weird.
It's so weird. And it was interesting to watch this video about people trying to describe the noise.
Okay.
And they were trying to like recreate it so people who don't have it could hear it.
Yeah.
They were doing sort of a good job. It wasn't exact, but it was pretty close. They would like play a high pitched tone and they would just keep changing it until it matched the pitch he thought he was hearing, and then they did like imagine like a train or like a subway car on the tracks.
Okay.
There's like that kind of low pitch noise, and then when it comes to a stop, it got the brakes squealing. That's pretty close, but probably higher pitched. I don't know.
Wow.
It was pretty interesting. Yeah, don't know. Just never stop. So I do that. The same thing with the floaters in my eyes. Do you have floaters?
No.
I
I'm
got
gonna look
floaters
those up.
too, and I actually remember when I first noticed those. I was on the plane on the way to Key West to Tony Joe's sister's wedding, and I was looking out the window, and all of a sudden this black thing went across my eye. And I was like, "What is that? What is that?" And
What is that?
and it's like it's hard to notice just regularly, but when it's like really bright or against a white surface, you see it, and if you move your eye around, these black things just float around and then they settle, and
That's so
and then you move
weird.
your eye. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, I just live with that too.
Did you have like
Bizarre.
a bridesmaids moment when you were on the plane? Like you were seeing things? Like, there's a colonial woman on the wing.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't figure out like if something was in my eye, and then
Wow.
I don't know, I just figured out that as I moved my eye, then it would move and it would float, and I was like, this is probably not good. I should get this checked out.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of research, and they're harmless, I guess. You just live with them.
Wow, you were like full of problems.
Full of problems that aren't like really problems. They're just like annoying.
So
The tinnitus is kind of annoying, but I don't know. Pretty used to it now. It's pretty much just background noise.
So yesterday, I was going to Target, and usually I walk to Target. It's like only a mile from my house. It's a nice little stroll, but I came across a jump bike, and I was like, I want to try one of these things.
It's a jump bike.
A jump bike is from, I think it's owned by Uber, but it's like those rental bikes, that
Like a
are like
bicycle?
around the cities. Like in Chicago, you guys have the Divvy bikes.
Yeah.
So jump bike is like that, except they don't go to a docking station. You can just like leave them anywhere. So it's like
the limes or
Yeah,
the birds.
yeah. It's like Limes and Birds, but for bikes.
Bikes.
And you just like lock it to a pole or a bike rack or something. Anyway, they have motors in them. And you don't have to do anything. It just knows when you're on a hill and it kicks in to like basically like an e-bike to give you like an electric push. And I was like, this is fantastic. Why am I ever biking myself up these hills? I should always use a jump bike. So now I think, well, I wanted to test it out because I think it's going to be like the new way I commute to work is I'm going to try and find jump bikes and then like jump my way over to work. But yeah, I'm like blown away by it. Now I want to buy one, but I think they're like thousands of dollars.
Does it cost money?
Yeah. It's like you pay like by the minute or something.
Well, it's free to just ride your own bike.
I know, but it's so much harder. And there's like a little basket on the front. It was super fun. I had a great time and I only went 1 mile.
My Target's pretty close too. And I walked to it once. I could easily walk to it every time, except that you have to go through this big homeless village to get there
the one
from
with
my apartment.
The people with the mattresses.
Yeah, you have to walk through there, and which I think is fine. I don't think they're gonna like jump me or anything, but I just don't want to like deal with walking through an entire civilization of people who are going to try and hit me up for money, especially because, okay, walking to Target, no problem. Sorry, I don't have any money on me. Coming back from Target with bags in my hand.
Yeah.
We know you got money. You just went to Target.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess you don't walk.
I typically don't.
My walk is pretty chill. There's just like a hill that I'm not into walking up anymore now that I know I can jump bike up it.
Yeah, why would you?
I had a great time at Target, though. I did like the normal Target thing where I had no reason to go to Target. Oh, actually, I had a great experience at Target. Let me tell you about it. I went to Target with no real need, but I spent $70 easily. And then
70?
Yeah. And then on my way out the door, I went the wrong way through a revolving door.
So you smacked your face?
Nice. And then I gave up and didn't just turn around and go the other way. I walked completely out of the revolving door and went through the normal door.
That's I was like, even more embarrassing.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do that again.
Don't they always all go in the same direction?
It was so unclear. There was just like, are they always counterclockwise?
Yeah.
I really wanted it to go clockwise. I don't know why. I was like, I had headphones in. I had my bags. I was like trying to decide if I find another jump bike or if I should just walk home. And then, just went the wrong way into the revolving door. And then it was unfortunate.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So,
do you remember a long time ago when I came to Madison for Halloween?
Yeah.
I came up with my friend Yvette.
Oh, yeah?
We stopped at one of those Oasis gas station things.
Yeah.
And we were walking in, and they have the glass sliding doors.
Did you walk into one?
No, but she did. She couldn't tell where the middle was. So the door opened, and she just went boom, smash right into like the side of it. It was so funny. I've never seen something so funny.
People
it was like a pigeon flying into a window.
Yeah, people walking through doors and windows is so funny. I have we were grilling one time with a bunch of friends, and my friend is like carrying the plate from the grill back inside, but didn't realize the door was closed. It just slammed him and the whole plate of burgers into the window, and everything fell on the ground.
That's awesome.
But it was hilarious. Yeah.
So explain to me what's happening to the Target in Bartlett. I went in there the other day after training to usually buy like a little snack to eat on my way home. Mm-hmm. And, the grocery area.
Yeah.
They have like a bunch of, I don't know, stands where all the food is. They have like the baked goods and the fruit and the,
Yeah.
they're on like these stands in the middle of the floor,
Yeah.
not on shelves.
Uh-huh.
Those were all gone. And it was just this big open space in the grocery area. And it looked like they were, like it wasn't construction, but like they were just all gone. The floors were kind of dirty. Like what is happening there? What are they
Well,
doing?
pretty much all Targets are getting remodeled. So
Oh, again? I feel like they just got remodeled.
they're just always consistently remodeling, you know.
Hmm.
I'm not sure though, you know. Unfortunately, I don't work at Target anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be nice. That store, I think, has been in the need of a remodel for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah. It's just
The one-
so behind.
By my apartment downtown is pretty nice now. They had a remodel, and it's yeah, it's pretty
Isn't
good
it just
now.
like fun to shop?
They got a massive Starbucks in there.
Oh.
Like, you know how the one in Bartlett's kind of small? It's just in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
This Starbucks is like the whole front of the store, but like on the right side, it's like half the front. It's pretty big. It's got a huge counter. There's a big sitting area.
Wow.
They got like counter sitting area. They got tables. All the cops go in there and hang out.
Dang.
Their self-checkout area is massive. They have like 15 machines. Yeah.
I enjoy the self-checkout.
I do too. I saw a funny meme though one time that was like, man, I can't remember if it was like an employee was like talking to a customer and they're like, there's a self-checkout open right here. And the customer was like, oh, no, thanks. I don't work here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I just feel like self-checkouts have gotten so much better. Like, remember when they first started existing and it was like a freaking hassle? Like, the technology, it would be like, please place item in the bagging area, and then the computer would freak out and it would be like, unexpected item in the bagging area.
I love that you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
They don't care if you put it in the bagging area.
Yeah. It's just like something, I feel like it's better because when they first came out, something would always go wrong and you would be like, I need help. But somehow they figured out that technology.
Yeah, it's definitely better. It still has its issues. I sat at a self-checkout for like 10 minutes one time because for whatever reason their system decided to go down right when I was checking out and none of the credit card readers were working.
Oh, that's so annoying.
So they're like, just wait, it'll restart. I already scanned all my stuff and like I was just trying to pay.
Did you
And
just
me
have to
and like
redo
4 other
everything?
people. No, I just had to wait for the card reader to come online so I could put my card in.
Mhm.
Me and like 4 other people had to, but
Have you been to the Amazon Go in Chicago yet?
no.
I need you to do that. I want to know how
Yeah.
it works. I mean, I understand how it works, but like, I want to know like how the experience is. There's one here, but it's very far away from me. It's not open on weekends.
Do they even have employees in there?
I mean, they have to for like stocking the shelves,
Yeah, I guess.
but no, not really.
Yeah, I'll go try it.
You got to try it. Okay, so back to the Batman topic.
Yeah.
This morning, my roommate was feeding Batman the dog,
Mhm.
and he can do
Not the vigilante.
No, he wasn't in the kitchen, but the dog was. And he can do so many freaking tricks. It's hilarious. Like, you can put a piece of food, like, in between his eyes and, like, tell him to wait. And then when you tell him to go, he, like, knocks it off and catches it. And then he did, like, he could do, like, normal things, like sit and paw and high five. And then he did, like, a twirl around in a circle. He can do a rollover. But my favorite one was she'll like show him the treat and then say like down, and then she'll say play dead, and he rolls on his back and like kicks his legs out. And then jumps back up and gets the treat. And it was so funny. Like in my head I was like, I feel like there's no way that he actually understands what the words play dead mean.
No.
What does he think he's
English.
doing? No. So what does he think he's doing?
It's an association of the action with the sound of whatever she's saying.
Yeah.
That's why Ray also reacts when you say hey, because it sounds like Ray. So I bet Ray, if you just kept saying hey, would think her name is Hey.
But like, I just want to know more about the training that went into Play Dead, because I just feel like, what did she have to do? Like, kick her legs and arms and be like, do like mommy, like this, bleh. And then he was like, bleh.
I think probably it was more like play dead. It might be a build, so first down.
Yeah.
And then roll over.
Roll onto your back. Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
And then, so she goes down, then she says roll, and he goes onto his back. And then she goes play dead, and he just kicks his legs, like, in weird directions.
So when she says play dead, she probably, like, put him on his back and, like, put his legs up. And then it's like, oh, good boy. Here you go. Here's a treat.
It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Dogs are funny.
Dogs can be smart.
Also, my other favorite, new favorite version of a dog is a guilty dog.
A guilty dog?
Yeah, please look up on your computer, like, videos of guilty dogs. Because the other day I came home from work, and usually Batman, like, runs down the stairs a little, sees who it is. He didn't come, and I was like, this is strange. I get to the top of the stairs, and he is just, like, sitting there, like, head down. Like... He's like, don't look at me. And I was like, this is strange. Like, what have you done? And he, like, walked next to me and, like, showed me what he had done, which was chewed the heck out of shoe and then pooped on the carpet. Like, he must have had quite a rough day, because this dog doesn't do any of those things. But he was, like, very guilty, head down, like, oh no, she's gonna see it. And then it looked like he had been through some shit that day. I don't know.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite things that Ray does. She's in trouble all the time. And then she gets so, like, she feels so guilty. She puts her head down and she, like, tries to, she, like, looks at you but then looks away. And then she, like,
yeah.
She's like, can I come close to you? No, I'll stay over here. Like,
the guilty dogs are just so funny. I just like die watching these videos.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
They just like, I'm watching a video. Oh, I'm just watching guilty dog videos.
Yeah, dogs are funny.
Dogs are very funny.
I took Ray to that indoor dog park when I was in Indiana.
Yeah.
And she's so funny. She goes and, like, plays and, like, runs around. And then she'll, like, come check in. She comes over to you and she's like, hey, what's up? Are you doing good? Okay, pet me real quick. Okay, cool. I'm going to go play some more. Then she goes back out there.
Or maybe she just wants to make sure, like, you're watching. You'd be like, yo, hey, what are you doing? And make sure you're watching me, because I'm doing a lot of cool stuff out there.
Hey, check this out. I'm going to get everyone to chase me.
Yeah, like, watch this. I'm going to go steal that ball and then run. And then they're going to chase me.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah. Dogs are hilarious.
So what, you're a dog fan now?
No, because there's like freaking hair everywhere. I can't stand it. And it smells like dog. No.
Yeah. The hair
I
thing's
think when
bad.
it's your dog, you don't care about those things. But when it's like not,
yeah,
then you do. But I'm finding, like, other antics to be entertaining, like the guilty dog syndrome and the play dead.
You know, I think I read somewhere that when you're allergic to dogs, you're not actually allergic to their hair, you're allergic to their saliva.
What?
Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know 100%, but I remember reading that somewhere.
That doesn't sound true at all.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
No, I don't think that's true.
I think it's true. Yeah, WebMD. Boom. For a person with dog allergies, life in a dog-loving country isn't easy. Approximately 37% to 47% of American households have a dog. Dog dander gets everywhere. According to the National Institute of Health, detectable levels of pet dander are in every home in the U.S., whether or not you have a dog.
Wow.
So how can you get through life with an allergy to man's best friend?
How?
The symptoms of dog allergies are usually coughing and wheezing, red, itchy eyes, runny, itchy, stuffy nose, and sneezing. Sometimes you have skin reactions. Okay. Causes of dog allergies. You may have heard that some dog breeds trigger allergy symptoms while others don't, or that short-haired dogs are safe while long-haired dogs are prone to shedding or not. But on the whole, experts say that isn't the case. In fact, two dogs of the same breed can each give off very different levels of allergen. It's not the dog's hair or fur that's the real problem. Instead, people are usually allergic to the dander. Okay, that's not where I thought they were going. Flakes of dead skin. That's grosser. So it's flakes of dead skin as well as the saliva and urine. So no matter how long or short the hair, any dog can potentially cause an allergic reaction.
Wow.
So it's the dead skin and the saliva and the urine that is
Ew.
the allergen.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, all things that drive me nuts.
So not the hair. The hair is definitely annoying, but
It's
not
annoying.
the allergy. So me and Lisa were listening to an episode of the Pod Cafe in the car on our way
were
there.
You?
And she had an idea for the podcast that I was kind of into.
Okay, tell me about it.
And she said her favorite part is stuff like we just did, where everybody learns something new.
Mm-hmm.
She does, I do, you do. So she said a cool idea for a podcast is sorry, I'm very I actually haven't had any water today and just
You
coffee.
need some water.
So I'm very dry. Good idea for a podcast is if you take turns and one person learns something new and
Okay.
you have to learn it to the point where you can reasonably effectively teach it to another person. So the episodes are one person learns something new, and then you spend the episode trying to teach this new thing that you just learned to the other person. So you're supposed to learn it in a way that explaining it in an understandable way to another person.
Okay.
So that was kind of interesting, I thought.
Okay,
What do you think?
I like it.
I'm not saying we have to do it. We would
I
be
mean, I feel like we
rebranding
kind of
again.
did it.
Yeah, it could maybe be like a segment.
Segment. Teach me something. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we could think about doing that.
Okay.
I just don't know how long. Depending on the thing, it might take like an entire episode. Like I don't think it would just be like a 10-minute thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like if I'm going to be able to, like, chat through with someone else, it's going to take me a while.
yeah.
Because
Especially
usually
if-
I only half listen the first time you say something, so I would you'd either have to say it twice, or I would have to really focus.
You have to pay attention if I'm teaching you something.
Yeah. I totally would, but, you
Yeah.
know, when you're just talking in general, sometimes I
listening to
mostly
me?
half listen, you know?
Okay, that's nice. If we were to do that, what would be the first thing you'd try and learn and then teach me?
Well, I think things that I would end up wanting to try and learn and then teach would be, I don't know, things that become like top of mind in a day, you know, like maybe something I come across. So, like, kind of similar to how we already do things.
Yeah, but you have to learn it first so you understand it enough to explain it to me. And it's not skill things. You know, it's not like I'm going to learn to play the piano and then try and teach you via podcast. It have to be like knowledge-based something.
No, but I'm saying like it would be similar to how I'm like, yo, let me tell you about this thing that happened.
Sure.
I would be like, here's a couple examples from today. I would try and learn, you know, like why revolving doors move counterclockwise, or what a dog thinks when you're telling it to play dead. Or, you know, like those things. And then I would Google it, and then I would tell you all about what I learned. But before the episode, I would do my pre-research, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would require like a little deeper understanding of it.
Then just like, hey, this was a funny thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think it would be more in-depth things like, what would be a really good example? Like how the limbic system works. That was the first thing that came to mind.
That is 100% something I'm going to half listen to when you're educating me.
Well, you can't do that because you won't learn it.
That sounds so boring. Can you pick something more fun?
Limbic system's not that boring. I don't know a lot about it, but it's what regulates your emotions.
Yeah.
That was just an example. Maybe it's the mechanics of revolving doors.
Yeah.
Like, why do they go in the counterclockwise? What stops them from going the other direction, and how does it stop it?
Let me tell you, it does not go the other direction.
I know.
Because I hit my face in it. I was trying to read. Oh. I understand why they go counterclockwise. Let me tell you.
Traffic laws? Because you got to stay on the right side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically. It's following normal traffic.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Totally didn't make sense to me yesterday. I was like, why can't I just go in and spin either way?
Yeah, because that's not how traffic works. All right, well, what do you think? Just about at an hour here.
Yeah, that's great, because I'm going to go for a run now.
All right.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today. Is this episode going to come out after the one yesterday or before?
Oh, so this one's going to come out on the 14th, and then the one we did yesterday will come out on the 21st.
Cool. So thanks for listening. You guys should definitely listen next week because we are pairing up with the Late to the Show podcast, and Nick and I were guests on their show, so we're not going to release a normal Pod Cafe episode. We're going to release their episode next week, which is going to be very exciting. So check that out. Check them out. Woohoo. And in other news, you can tweet at us at _podcafe or email us at podcafe.contact@gmail.com or listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Libsyn, all the places.
All the places.
Yeah.